All right, y'all, welcome to the messy table. We're going to do a general week ahead reading using the card toss style pile or card toss pile style. So that's what's up with the messy pile there in front of us. The timestamp will be found in the description. Option 1 has the angelfish card on it. Option 2 in the center has the 2 of crystal balls. And option 3 at the end has the tiny deck. Okay, so pause the video if you want some more time selecting your reading. I'm going to jump in. We got some tarot and the card toss style for each pile. Moving into option 1 now. Option 1. So what you got going on with the tarot? You're starting with the suspension inversion card, reverse position. Then we've got ascendancy, 6 of swords. Some of you, you're coming out of some sort of period of hibernation or like some sort of break. Something's been on pause. You're coming out of that. The persuasion card, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune, rotation. It came out like reverse, but it started turning itself. So I feel like it's moved. There's movement. Okay, we're moving towards greater fortune. The guides want you to know that this week you're moving towards greater fortune. You might be, you or somebody else, or you with the assistance of somebody else, are turning some sort of misfortune, mishap, or mistake around. You're turning it, like you're alchemizing it. You're turning it into something that's of good fortune, or you're reframing the way that you're viewing something. The 7 of Cups, delusion, reverse. Yep, you're seeing the higher truth, I think, here. The Knight of Cups, conviction, which has you feeling better, things flowing better. Seclusion, the 8 of Cups. The 9 of Pentacles, acquisition, reverse position. And then the last card, organization, the Sun card. Some of y'all are getting asked out on a date, the Knight of Cups, or you're asking somebody else out on a date here. This could be somebody that is kind of shy or keeps to themselves a lot, or you yourself it may have been a while since you've gone out on a date. This could also indicate, or instead it could be indicating that this is sort of a private date. You're going somewhere relatively private. There's not a lot of people around, or you're getting away from your usual crowd and environment. You have the opportunity to, at least. As far as zodiac signs go on the table, you have Pisces, Virgo, Scorpio, Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, and Leo showing up. So one or more people with those zodiac signs may be characters in your story this week. Okay, let's get some card toss style cards. Liberation, breaking free from a negative attachment. Page of Swords, so now the air signs showing up. The 4 of Pentacles. It's like you might be saving money. It's coming through as maybe a bit of a theme for you this week. Saving money, or conserving your energy, saving your time, saving something. The Page of Swords. Yeah, communication is opening up for a number of you, particularly pleasurable communication. If it's about children, it could also be about children. If you have children, it could be about hobbies, things you like to do. It could be about talents, skills. It's like you're getting your thoughts in order, and you're, again, like turning this wheel of fortune in a positive direction for you via your mind and positive dialect. Tarot could be a thing for you too. You could have you yourself might be a reader. You're doing readings this week. You could just be like finding some good readings, indulging in that a little more, or learning more about tarot. I'm going to also get one of these little mini cards out. Okay, we'll take this one and this one, a couple of them. dividing it up. So there might be some sort of, like pie or sum of money or bounty, and it's time to divide it up in some way. Or you're doing some planning, figuring out how to divide it up, brainstorming on that. That ship has sailed. All right, so for some of you, the ship has sailed. Some sort of ship is sailing or has sailed. Maybe that's literal. Maybe somebody's going out on the water, boating or something like that. It feels like there could be some sort of offer, like to go out on a date, and you're like, no, that ship has sailed. It's maybe from an ex or something like that. But yeah, I'm getting like a lot of present energy, like actually going out on the water boating, or it's like you're ascending in some way. You're not looking back. The ship has sailed. Okay. For a select few of you, there could be some sort of missed financial opportunity, but you're landing in the Sun card here, and I feel like you're choosing, pleasurable experiences. You're choosing happiness instead of something like binding, financially binding, even though it may have brought you some level of, material or financial success. Okay, let's get like one more card, couple, whatever wants to come out. Lost love, surrender, healing, and release, and empowerment. Yeah, it's a week of empowerment. I think you're embracing this like light of the sun, the brighter side of things. You're leaving behind some sort of grief, perhaps, or it's like there's, so you feel finally separated from it, fully healed here with that. I'm also getting, it could be Earth Day, or there's a strong connection to Earth. You're doing something outdoors, potentially. Yeah, it's like you're not going to be this persuasion card. There's either a question of whether or not somebody's trying to persuade you to do something and there's like ill intent, or it's a bad idea, or there's this message like you're not going to be persuaded to do things that are not a good match for you and not a good fit. All right. I recognize and appreciate all that inspires me to feel empowered is the affirmation here. And you have some gorgeous energy on the table. Thanks for sharing it with me. I'm going to go ahead and move into the next pile. Many blessings. Bye-bye. Pile 2. Welcome to the table. Let's see what you got here. Tarot, you're starting with the permutation, 2 of Pentacles, reverse. Then the Ace of Wands, stimulation, reverse. The Moon card, gratification. Archpriestess, dissolution, reverse position. Exaltation, the Hermit. 6 of Pentacles, compensation. Okay, it's like you're getting paid in some way, you're being compensated. May also be that it's time for you to pay somebody else or compensate somebody in some way for their time, their energy, their work, whatever, however it applies. The 8 of Wands, velocity. For some of you, this is through travel, or this is connected to travel in some way. Maybe you're making a car payment, as an example, or giving somebody a lift, a ride to work, or a ride somewhere. Maybe they did you a favor in the past. The Fool card, emanation. Ooh, you're moving very swiftly, very quickly into some sort of unknown, some sort of very new beginning, a leap of faith, running after your heart's desire. What is this? Felicity, 6 of Cups, reversed. Okay, this feels like I gotta move, I gotta do this because I'm not willing to regret. The 6 of Cups reverse feels like I'm not willing to regret procrastinating or missing this opportunity or not trying. The Fool card could also be representing a baby, a young child, a baby. Let's see what else you got here. As far as zodiac signs, you've got Aries, you've got Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, Scorpio showing up as possibilities. So they may be characters in your story. There's something here to do with trade. Something to do with trade or exchange. It's like there's this like not feeling inspired at some point, not really feeling inspired. Like maybe you're not feeling inspired to go shopping or whatever it is. There's a lack of inspiration. It could also be that there's we're looking for a new way to do something, to spice something up, to attract new customers, for example, or new stores to shop at, or something like this. And it doesn't have to be that kind of trade or exchange, but that's just the example that's coming to mind. And there's a block, and we don't know like what the right spice to put in is just yet. Some of you, there's some sort of delay or cancellation connected to a new beginning. You're going to take some sort of action. You're going to try something new, go to a new class, or start a new hobby or something of this nature. And there could be clarity about why, if you didn't know why, if that was just like mysteriously rescheduled or canceled, or you're just blocked by the universe, or like, why, what's up with this? There could be greater understanding or clarity around that coming in this week. The Moon card, the Archpriestess. Some of you are connecting with women in your life, your own divine feminine energy. You may have an insightful dream or an interesting dream. Sisters, girlfriends, wives, mothers, girlfriends, friends that are girls. I'm just getting that energy with the Moon card this time. So it looks like there's a bit of a block to someone's intuition, but we have the Hermit card here, and it feels like it's being tended to. So it's like maybe somebody needs to get more sleep, or somebody needs to meditate more, whatever it is. Get the tarot reading, get the oracle reading, whatever it is, they're tending to it with the Hermit card. They're backing away from hustle, bustle, other people's energies. They're healing the blockage, essentially, whatever it is. They're getting in touch with their intuition again, and the universe says, great, there's the balance, there's the ticket, here's, you're going to be compensated and rewarded for that fairly quickly, I feel. And I also feel like you could, again, like be inspired or have some sort of opportunity to travel or have something accelerate quite quickly and step into the new. Let's see what else we have here. What do we have for them from this pile? Randomly grabbing cards. All right, so you've got the Ace of Pentacles or coins showing up in reverse position, the Hierophant. So some of you, there could be the start to something connected to new money, but it's not there yet. It's like a prerequisite, or there could be some sort of delay. So for example, it's like you have to you have the job, but you need to go in and you need to go through a certain amount of training first. You need to go through some sort of paperwork first before you actually start working. Or it's like, you get an interview, you're not actually making the money yet. The Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Coins. The Hierophant makes me think like it could have to do with contracts, paperwork. It could have to do with some sort of institution also. So it could be a situation like, let's see, institutions. Institutions could be libraries. It could be connected to like a courthouse, court situation, legalities there. The Hierophant could represent a bank. So for example, the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you're going to the bank, you're learning about getting a second mortgage, or you're learning about getting some sort of loan. You're not actually there, but there's like some preparation going on, or there's like a hint of it going on. For others, these could be looked at as separate. Okay, so maybe, you're visiting some sort of institution. It could also be a college. That's an example of an institution. Here with the Hierophant. The Hierophant has to do with intuition too, traditions and intuition. This could represent some sort of money that's being made in a non-traditional way, or that's coming to you in a non-traditional way. Something maybe it's like a surprise, or it's different. It's kind of eccentric here. Or you're having a choice, a decision to make between the two. Like, do I keep my traditional job, or do I travel around the world playing the ukulele to make money, on a whim or whatever with the band? Okay, so take it however it resonates. You guys might, like I said, you might just be visiting a place, like going and touring a college, for example, or going into a bank and asking them about their policies and their rates and getting information, just visiting some sort of institution. And bountiful nature, so connecting with nature. I'm gonna just kind of go in there, and you can pause the video to read that if you like. Showing up as advice, encouraging you to get out in nature, do something enjoyable, get a pet, take your pet for a walk. Could help unblock money situations, money problems or issues if you're having delays or problems with money. You're midway through a battle or struggle. Fight on. And it's saying that you're guarding your money. Some of y'all are guarding your money, or somebody, some character in your story is guarding their money. And attachment, letting go, restriction, and fear. This feels like it might not be necessarily cutting ties per se, and like completely, although for some of you it is. Some of you, like, you're traveling, you're moving somewhere new, you're leaving an old place behind, old people behind. Not old people like elderly, but you know what I mean. For some of you, it's like you're getting space from a situation. It's like you're loosening your grip on something. So for example, if you're in a relationship and you live with the person and you see them every day and you're with them like most of the time when you're not at work, this is the thing where it's like, hey, you know what, we're gonna start, like, I'm gonna start going out a couple times a week. I'm gonna go to this class. I'm gonna like enroll in college possibly. I'm gonna go out with my friends one day a week. We're gonna kind of loosen it up a bit so we're less codependent, or we're less attached at the, and this could also be an outcome. This could be energetically speaking, with the Hermit card showing up, the High Priestess showing up, the Moon card showing up. I definitely feel like this could be an energetic thing. But it's showing up as a positive. It's showing up as something that's going to help with change and transformation in a very healthy way. And I think a relatively graceful way. So that's what I'm seeing in the cards for you, pile 2. I'm going to move into pile 3. No, I'm not. Hold on. Everybody's getting at least one of these little cards. I forgot. Okay, let's get you your little card and then we'll move on. Cool. All right. Those came out very easily. It fits the bill. Grace under pressure. Content creator. You might be a content creator. If you're a content creator, there's a potential that you're traveling with this. You're traveling somewhere. You may be doing something new. Could be collaborating with somebody new. Okay, so have to be some new inspiration. You're trying something that's you haven't ever done it before with your channel or with your content creation. Keeping the ball rolling. Yeah, you're figuring out how to keep the ball rolling. There is a bit of a message here about, like, with the Six of Pentacles, which could represent some sort of money or funding, some sort of ability granted to you. The Eight of Wands going into the Fool card, and then the Six of Cups, Felicity reversed. There is some sort of warning about, like, you hit the ground running, or you're quickly dishing out that money. You're moving very quickly. You're stepping into unknown territory. They are looking, like, one person's looking kind of in the direction of the past and in the present, and it's indicating, like, remember the lessons that you've learned in the past. You don't have to repeat past mistakes. Okay, there's this thing about like, even though you're in new territory, or doing something new here, you're following your heart, you're listening to your inner child. It's like there's a part of this where you're kind of blindfolded and you need to use your instincts, your intuition, your other senses, and gauge things. So it's like, even though it's new, you can relate it to other things. You've done new things over and over again throughout your whole life, and you've learned, you know. It's like fire, for example, like you learn quickly not to put your hand in fire and burn yourself, right? There's certain things like less intense that I feel like the spirit guides want you to be aware of, so you don't do something that's going to screw you over. You know what I mean? It's like oops, I just fell into a hole, you know, because I'm running in the dark. I just fell into a hole, is the metaphor they're showing me here. So nothing to panic about or worry about excessively or overthink about. In fact, it's really saying like getting enough sleep, meditating, getting this your intuition intact, getting this high priestess energy right side up, along with this hermit energy, taking some time to yourself, solitude, connecting with nature, freeing the mind. That's what's going to help you stay on course. But it's also saying like, pay attention, you know, pay attention to your thoughts, your intuition. If you get this feeling like, oh, something's not quite right about this, or, oh, I need to slow down a little bit. I need to be a little more careful. And the thing is you don't logically have to know why you're being directed to do something with your intuition. It's like, yeah, this way's shorter, but for whatever reason, I feel like I should drive in this direction instead. Like, take the long way this time. Listen to it. You know, try to listen to your intuition. Trust yourself on that, is what I'm getting. Okay, it could also be like in conversations with people, interactions with people as well. It's like for example, you're out on a date and you have an urge, it's like a first date, you have an urge to reach over and kiss this person in the middle of the date. I'm not saying that's wrong or that's bad. I don't know. But in the situation, if your intuition goes, wait a minute, I have a pattern of moving too quickly and scaring people off, and I think maybe we could wait. It might be better if we waited a little while. It's like, when in doubt, you may want to wait, you know. So it's just one of those things, with the Six of Cups being there at the end and all these other cards. It feels like you need to be able to trust yourself this week and hear your own inner voice and dialogue. So that's where I'm going to leave your reading. Many blessings to you. Have a beautiful week. Moving into option 3 now. Okay, option 3. Oopsie daisy. Okay, option 3. These ones are yours. Let's see what you got. You got the Ace of Cups, immersion. Showing up reverse, but it felt like it kind of wanted to be right side up. Concurrence, the Two of Swords. Page of Wands reverse, equivation. Discontent, Four of Cups reverse. Nine of Cups, satiety reverse. Oh. Okay, is that what this is? Empress, conception. I think that's what this is. Somebody might be pregnant. I'm getting that too. Somebody might be pregnant. You might be pregnant. Somebody else might be pregnant. The Hierophant, intuition reverse. Adversity, the Five of Pentacles reverse, and the Emperor, propulsion reverse at the end. Okay. This feels to me like some of you're applying a bit of self-discipline, or maybe you're not needing to. Maybe you're not even tempted, but I feel like there could be an offer coming in. Like, it's a situation where somebody maybe remembers past you, like who you were in the past, the way you used to be, the things you used to do in the past, especially if you had some sort of addiction, you partied hard, or you used to be, like you used to do something to excess. It could be anything. It could be shopping to excess. It could be a game or a sport you play until like you just play and play and play. Um, Whatever this is, it feels like you weren't, you grew out of it. You weren't content with that. You grew out of it because it brought you discontent, generally speaking. And you're in a more abundant energy, the Empress energy now. You're more fruitful now. You know this. Um, but I feel like you could have the opportunity to go out and like go drinking, go on a drinking binge with somebody, or go gambling, or whatever it is, and like really go to excess with the situation. And the Two of Swords, you have some sort of choice or decision to make here this week. I'm getting, it could be related to this, it could be a separate one, it could be multiple choices that you need to make this week, but that's showing up. Some of you, it's showing your intuition is blocked at the moment, and you're better than that. So it's like, do what you need to do to unblock your intuition, to clear your mind, because you might feel stuck and like unsure of what choice or decision to make. If you don't otherwise do that, you could be struggling within your mind, and it could be frustrating for you. Yeah, but the Five of Pentacles reverse, it's like, this left me in poverty before, this left me out in the cold before, this screwed me over before, like I know better. I don't want to fall down that trap. Whatever it is, the offer or the temptation, if it's there. The Emperor reverse too, it's like maybe I wasn't a good parent when I was like that, or I was just a jerk to people in general. I lost control of my life, like I wasn't able to be the authority in my life, have control of my life. People were pulling the strings because I did this, because I was overindulgent. So I feel like you're most likely going to avoid this pitfall, and stay true to you and stay on course. I feel like it's coming in, like there's something coming in, like you're going to feel a certain way about yourself, or there's some sort of change or lesson connected to just being offered or being tempted. And but ultimately you have free will choice, and I feel like you could go either way. Okay, so for some of you, there is some sort of leader that's a bit corrupt. Could be an employer, it could be a political leader, could be a parent, could be a spouse, and like you have children together or something like this. Yeah, somebody is kind of, I don't like when the Emperor shows up reversed, just because it's kind of a nasty energy. It's a person abusing their power, and they're in a position of power or perceived power. You have the Ace of Cups here reversed too, so you could be delaying some sort of new relationship, new friendship possibly. Could have to do with a child, having a child, a new child, or it could have to do with a new romantic cycle within an existing relationship. So for example, if you got in a fight with somebody, you're not ready to make up yet, you're not forgiving them, you're holding some sort of energy, it's not freeing you up. As far as zodiac signs go on the table, you have both your mother and your father in theory here, so you could be dealing with some you could be interacting with your parents, or you could be dealing with parenting. If you are a parent, you could be dealing with healing some mother wounds or father wounds. It shows up most strongly as father wounds, but it could be either. I feel like it could definitely be either. Okay, as far as zodiac signs go on the table, you have potentially Taurus here, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Yeah. And Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Yes, those are the ones showing up with the cards. Could be any sign, but yeah, those zodiac signs might have, they might be characters in your story this week. There could be a retrograde going on through one or more of the fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. that is influencing you. That is influencing the collective, if that is the situation. Shows up the most strongly as through Aries and or Taurus. Okay, so yeah, there's some sort of wish that's not fulfilled. I'm not sure if it's yours or it's somebody else's. But there's some sort of wish that's not fulfilled, or it's like half fulfilled. Like, for example, just to keep it real simple, I really wanted a vegan carrot cake with, you know, the vegan cream cheese frosting for my birthday. And the universe shows up with a carrot cake and chocolate frosting for whatever reason, or no frosting. It's like either the wish isn't fulfilled or there's something missing about it. It's partially filled here. But I feel like there's some sort of abundant energy here that you can tap into, or there's something very fertile or someone that you can connect with if you're tapped into your intuition, that allows you to go, oh, this is enough. We can be creative. We can fix this. So that's looking nice. Somebody might have a bit of a problem with your success, or like they might have, you know, throw a tantrum or a fit, or you just say something unkind to you or behave in a certain way, you know, like, oh, you used to be so much fun. You're kind of boring now, because you don't want to go out and do those things you used to do that burnt you out, that screwed you over and had you feeling discontent. That's their problem, not yours. Just know that, okay? Like, don't internalize that and make it a bigger deal than it is. The Emperor reverse. Okay, let's see what you have from the card toss style pile. I'm just going to randomly grab. I feel called to. Oh, a lot want to come out all together. Okay. If there is somebody in a position of authority, or yeah, they have some, or somebody's like really acting in a dangerous way, and you know, acting up in a bad way, in a dangerous way. I'm seeing somebody maybe too drunk with the Emperor reverse. There's power in numbers. Like, I'm getting that message. Like, being with a group of people, having other people around you could make it a safer situation. You got patience here. Patience. Yep. Patience is going to pay off. Patience is going to help you. Patience is going to pay off. Patience is going to help you from falling into the snake pit. So that in mind, meditation could also be really beneficial for you this week. We've got a positive affirmation here. It says, I am kind and loving toward others while creating clear boundaries that protect my good feeling emotions. Protect your good feeling emotions. I feel this coming through as advice, definitely, but it's also a positive affirmation that you can work with this week to assist you. And it's a prediction too, you know, it really is. I feel like it's a prediction. You're passing some sort of quote unquote test this week, I think, where you're not reverting back into a more toxic version of you, or a you that you grew out of, that you're staying in an energy where you feel better about yourself, you feel better about your life than you once did, and you're moving forward. And I feel like you're going to feel good about yourself for choosing to stay on course like that. That's what I'm predicting. Okay, healing, reconnecting with your true nature. And hold your vision, fixed moon. Okay. Could be a special tree you're connecting with, the phase of the moon, or the starlight, the moons. It might have some relevance too. I feel like some of you are going to see something carved in a tree, painted on a tree, some sort of tree tattoo. Not everybody, but some of you also. And the fixed moon energy is showing up like somebody might be kind of stubborn, or have like their moon sign is a fixed moon. So that would be either Taurus. They would have moon in Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius. Could also be, you know, the moon phase currently this week. At some point it's going to be a fixed moon, and that's influencing certain things. I am patient, persistent, and disciplined in pursuing my goals. You got this. You got this. There's something you've yet to see, and that could, like, that could create a situation where somebody would give up. They'd give up, they'd walk away, they'd be like, it's not coming, this isn't working. But I feel like it is there, it's below the surface. Because if we look at these characters and we draw a line through the middle, right? This one has its head above the ground where it's got a choice or a decision to make, and it could be conflicted with the Two of Swords. But the Page of Wands and the Ace of Cups here, which is about, you know, like fresh new emotions, new relationships, new opportunities that can be fulfilling. The Page of Wands is new action, new movement. They're both underground, representing in the subconscious or yet to be seen. But it's like gardening. They're there. It's cultivating itself. You know, it's gestating. It's in the womb, so to speak. It's in the ground. It's going to poke up like a flower. So have that faith. The patience is going to pay off. I'm telling you, patience is going to pay off. Okay, so in closing, we're going to get you a couple of these little cards. See what wants to come out for you. Well, Grace Under Pressure. We got Fits the Bill. And Level-Headed. Reliability. Relatability also. Excuse me. So reliability, relatability, level-headed energy, fits the bill, Grace Under Pressure. You guys got this. You really got this. Okay. Could also be somebody else's energy impressing you. I'm going to leave your reading here. Have a beautiful week. Many blessings. Bye-bye.